Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. How are you all? I believe we are all fine and we are all up for today. Welcome once again. This is yours truly, Mr. O. I am forever here. Today is another brand new day that we are grateful for what or how far God has brought us. And we are here to share one or two things, as we normally do it. Share some tidbits. Have a conversation. Okay. So I believe most of you watched the broadcast that I did on Sunday talking about gratefulness and talking about being thankful. Good morning, Simpson. Simpson Miller. Hey, good morning. Miss Simpson Miller. This is Simon. This is Simon. Okay. I have one Simpson Miller. I thought he's the one. Robin, good morning to you. Esther, good morning. You know, And I just want to bring your mind back to some of these things and other things that we'll talk about. I made it very simple yesterday, talking about the fact that if you are thankful for the little things, that is the only time you can get your 12 baskets of leftovers. And so I tasked you to look within yourself, look around you, and try to discover your 2 loaves, 5 loaves of bread, and 2 fishes. Yours could be anything. Mine could be anything. I've identified some of them and I'm still identifying. But most of us have still not identified that. So just a reminder mm, that look for it. You never know. That could be your breakthrough. All right. And another thing too was sharing. 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 It cannot be overemphasized enough. Sharing. Most of you are stingy and it's not good. Some will be on this page getting all the good tidbits, but they will never give you stars. They will never support your page. They will never share. But it's good. If you get a good news somewhere, you have to share it for everybody to also benefit. Is that not it? Yeah, at least. So that everyone will come to the benefit of what you have gained. Sharing is another thing. If that little boy couldn't share the little things that he had, I'm sure a lot of people will be hungry. But he shared. He shared. And what did Christ do? He gave thanks, gratitude. For some of you, in fact, there are people who will call you, who you'll be worrying their aunties in the US and in the UK. They will send them $20 and they'll be grumbling and they'll be angry and they'll be murmuring. Hey, me, you are there. Hey, $20 and you can send me. What do I do use $20 for? I have a gentleman who said his friend, not that his brother or his friend, called him to give him $10,000 so that he can travel to the US. $10,000, brothers, $10,000. And this gentleman says, I cannot give you $10,000. I don't have that $10,000. And he said, okay, if you cannot give me $10,000, you make it 8,000. And the gentleman said, yes, I cannot. I don't have that kind of money. Even my father cannot ask me that. Even if he asks me and I don't have it, I will tell him I don't have it. So they sent this gentleman $300. Said, look, this is what I can give you from the bottom of my heart. This guy complained and grumbled and complained and grumbled. Apparently, this friend of mine was just using that $300 to test the guy's level of gratitude, his level of thankfulness. And he complained, went to tell all the other friends, and it became a whole lot of issue. And that guy lost the opportunity to gain the trust of this friend in order to be given $10,000. He said, look, this money is nothing to me, but I want to see this guy's heart. Is it genuinely asking for the money? Is it genuinely, I mean, asking this money for the right purpose? But you see, when they gave you the small one, instead of you being thankful and say, oh, I can use to do this and this and that, but I hope and I pray that I'll get a rest to continue. No, he was talking. Cynthia, good morning. Agwazi. So sometimes being grateful is one key thing you must be conscious of. There are so many things you should be conscious of. But one of the things you should be conscious of is being grateful. If somebody does something for you, make sure you appreciate it, no matter how small. Do you know what it takes to work and gain $5, $10, $15, $20 in America or in the UK, £10? So for somebody to get up and say, oh, without you doing anything, you've not worked, you've not done anything for the person said, listen, I'm going to give you $10, $50, $100. It's a lot. Because I know, even with my side gigs that I do sometimes, you have to work, you have to do delivery. You guys know, sometimes I was doing delivery back in the days. You have to deliver about 48 packages to 48 homes before you could make, let's say, a $120 or even a $90. The base was $90. Is that okay? Yes, the base was at $90. And you drive. Look at the number of miles you have to drive, the gas, the fuel. And that person will get up and say, oh, take $100. And all you want to do is to complain and complain and complain. Hope, good morning. And you will keep complaining. Ethel, good morning. That is how most of us lose certain connections and certain contracts because we are not grateful. I know a friend who got a contract in Ghana and he came to America. And do you know what he did? He came and bought, these flip phones. The one, not even the flip, the one they open up. They open, like the Galaxy Open and OnePlus Open. I have one. It's about $1,800. The guy came, bought 2 of those, bought other things in addition. He said, look, I'm going to give this to my boss. I said, why? What have your boss done to you? He said, you have no idea. You see this seed I'm sowing? This seed can generate 3 times this. You give me 6 months. I was shocked. But that is the level of the person's understanding of gratitude. He said, yes, you have no idea how much through this man I have made in terms of money. So I cannot put any monetary value on it. And this man that I know is a big man, but he doesn't even use any better phone. So I want to surprise him. That is a heart of gratitude. Hope is here sharing our content, being grateful for all that we do and all that. And recently, I know Peter blessed her. And there are more to come. All right? There are more to come. A whole lot of people. So I want you guys to be conscious of some of these little things. They are very little. They are very simple. You see the parable of the man who traveled and gave talent. The parable of the talents. The one who got small, got angry, talked, complained, did everything, and went and hid the money. He said, look, this man, why would you give me small? You are giving everybody $100. Me, you give me $50. Why should I use $50 for? What is the value of $50 in this economy? This hard economy. You are giving me $50. Why will I use for it? He went and hid the talent. He said, oh, let me just put it in some, if he came and he's talking blah, 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 I'll just give him his money. After all, what? That is how some of you are. After all, what? Okay, me after all, what? You not even get it again. $1 crown you. He said, after all, what? He kept the money. The man came and he said, okay, you know what? Even the little that you have will be taken away from you. The little that you have will be taken away from you because you don't see the value of it. You don't see the value of it. So the little that you have will be taken away from you. And it's just unfortunate that most of us are in that state of mind currently. Very, very, very unfortunate. That is the state of mind for most of us. So I'm just making you conscious of some of these little things. I'm just making you conscious of some of these little things. Very conscious of it. Just try and be conscious of it. One thing you should be conscious of is the things I post on this page. We make a lot of posts, right? We make a lot of things. We post a lot of stuff. And recently I made a post about a school that is looking for teachers. I pasted it right here. It's just a website. People were complaining the website is not open. I said, well, it depends on your geolocation. So probably they have fenced it that certain IPs cannot access the website. So just use VPN and you'll be able to access it. People were complaining. And I said, me, I'm not going to talk. These days, I don't talk. You have to be smart. You have to be conscious of the fact that you have to be quick in your thinking to do things. Somebody went to the website and the apply, where to apply is boldly written on the website. Boldly written there. The person said, so where do I apply? How do I do it? And I'm like, click on the apply and go on. And what documents do they need? I said, read. Eunice, good morning. Read that thing, read the website, take your time and sit down. They are not ready to commit time. They are not ready to commit necessities and resources to anything. Me too, of late, I've stopped that. If you come and ask me, I will say, I am sorry, I cannot. I told you about the gentleman who asked me yesterday to do the application for him. I said, bring $10,000. He did the multiplication and said, Mr. Oh, that is 150,000. Where am I going to get them? And I said, well, then you go and sit down and do it yourself. That is all I'm trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you that go and sit down and do it yourself. If you can't, then that is a cost. $10,000 cash. You bring it, I'll do everything for you from zero to the end. From archaeology to zoology. That way you can sit at the comfort of your home and just be waiting. Me, I'll go and use my face to do the interview for you. Yeah. If I'm the one going for the embassy, this thing, you tell me. I'll do interview. I'll do everything for you because you don't have math. You don't have internet. Meanwhile, this person will have access to data, will have access to internet, and he'll be using it to watch foolish things. And he'll be using it to what? Access foolish things. But yet they'll tell you, please do it for me. You pay me for $10,000, I'll fill the form for you. This one, I'm only filling form for you. I'm only filling form. I'm not doing anything beyond that. Just put your name, put your date of birth, put your upload your CV, upload your transcript. That is all. Mr. Pond to the whole Yasi. Mr. Pond to the whole Yasi. Mr. Pond. The person said I should do it for him. I said you should bring $10,000. Now, it don't run. I don't know why you. Someone says, God bless you for yesterday, hosting and supporting our brother with the words of encouragement and motivation. Thank you so much, Samuel. And talking about yesterday, we had a very great conversation. We had a very great conversation yesterday with one of the teachers who came just this year. In fact, he's been on this page since day one. And luckily for him, he got a school right in October, prepared himself, and he's here in America teaching in Illinois, Chicago. Okay. And I was there. Then he said, look, Mr. O, I need to share the story for people who need to hear it. And I said, okay, come and share. Because a lot of people need to hear it. A lot of people need to be encouraged. A lot also need some tidbits. So he came and we had a very wonderful conversation. We had a very wonderful conversation on the Labor Day. That was a Labor Day conversation. It was wonderful. Very, very, very wonderful. He said a lot of things. And I believe maybe this week I mean, taking snapshots of some of them and posting it. He said solid things that he has experienced as a teacher in the first year and how planned to go on and how things are proceeding for him. Mm-hmm. Yes. I mean, Prince has grown from the one that he landed. He's telling me he's been updating me on everything. Say, look, I'm in my classroom, setting up my class, doing this, doing that. Oh, when the kids came, this is how I was interacting with them. I use all the tactics that we talked about on the page. I mean, the hot seat tidbits. I'm using some of them in my class, and it's working. Yeah, I'm building a strong relationship with my students. How many of your teachers in Ghana, in Africa, in anywhere part of the world knows how to build relationship with the students? No, in our part of the world, all we were taught was you are the dumb one, the teacher is the smart one, and there's nothing that you can say that will matter. So if your teacher is talking, shut up. And you see teachers, hey, shut up. When I'm talking, you keep quiet. That is our post. Mr. Opon, was that how you were doing it in Ghana? You were shouting on them. Ha! I am the chemistry teacher. I am the math teacher. Shut up. What do you know? They say, but I said, if you differentiate Y with respect to X, it will be this. No. Shut up. Who taught you that? What do you know? Who do you think you are? That was all we do. That is all we've been doing in Ghana, in most part of Africa. We don't have any relation with these kids. We don't give them the opportunity to voice out their misgivings. We don't give the opportunity to actually express themselves. So it's a one way of managing our class. And we have talked about these things on this page. Sister Amma Mensing, she's now a doctor. Dr. Amma Mensing has been on this page. A lot of people have been on this page. We had the discussions. Modern day pedagogy strategies, modern day professionalism, modern day things that we should be doing, things that we should not be doing. We put all these things into perspective and we had very solid discussions. If you are new to this page, please go all the way back to the early days, early videos that I did. You see that most of them are still there. If they're not there, they should be on YouTube. Go to my YouTube page, you will see them there. And listen to some of them. This discussion were into perspective. Yeah. Madam Kwasi, good morning. Mr. Pons says you have to be empathetic here. Something we never did back home. Yes. In fact, we all went to school. Our teachers were never empathetic. In fact, my math teacher, even though I always say that he's one of the reasons why I decided to learn mathematics. This man is never empathetic. He will insult you, he will shout on you, he will make you feel like you are so dumb, you are so just a blockheaded that nothing can enter your head. Nothing. You are good for nothing. And so my quest was to avoid those things. I want to avoid his path. I don't want to be in that situation where you have the opportunity to insult you and to demean you and to make you look like you are worthless. That was my quest. Those were the things that put me on a different paddle. So look, one term, that's like one semester back in school those days in SHS, I stopped learning everything and all I was learning was math. Oh yes. That was what broke me up because I was good in math from the elementary level all the way down. So math was like something, but this man was making me feel like I didn't know anything. I said, you know what? I will prove a point to you. Number one, and I also want to avoid all these insults, daily insults in class. What bomb? TV, then. Oh, my boss. He made us feel like we are good for nothing, you know? So my quest to avoid all those things, I decided to do what? I decided to just learn the math and make sure I pass his class. Make sure every term I pass his class. I don't want to be at his mercy, you know? I don't want to be at his mercy. And that is what most of us are still doing. This old same practice. Let us all be conscious of these things, guys. We are teachers, we are professionals. Let us be conscious of it. Let us stop insulting children. Let us stop. I mean, yesterday you heard him. He said, "Look, building relationship is one thing that has helped him to manage his class. Being able to talk to these kids at their level. Hey, Prince, you know what? Yesterday you had you gave me a very hard time in class. Are you okay? I mean, what is wrong with you? Anything you want to discuss? Oh, Mr. Oh, I was just playing. I got you. No, no, this time I'm not gonna talk. That is how you do it. Because sometimes that kid was looking for attention. Maybe he's just looking for attention. Most of us were in school. We have these kind of students before. We had these kind of people as our peers. Most of them were looking for attention. Most of them were doing it to please other people. Most of them were doing it so that they could, be in a certain, you know. But our teachers, with all their professionalism, did not, and I said did not see some of these little things. And they treated all of us the same. In fact, those kids, rather, most of those students, some of them were my peers that were written off, are doing so great in life. Yes, at the time they are doing so great. Yeah. We have to change it. Not only math, but all the subjects. We have to change the way we relate to our students. We just have to be conscious of it. There are things that we have to be conscious of. We cannot continue doing the same old things and expecting different results. No, we cannot. It doesn't make any sense at all. Prince, greetings to Veronica. All right. Ruben, how long can a science teacher work with a J1 visa in the US? You can work for at least a maximum of 5 years. But if your sponsor and if your school decides to extend your contract, hallelujah for you. But you can work for at least a maximum of 5 years. That I know. Yes. If you're on a J1 visa, at least 5 years. Yeah, I know you can do that. You can be on this thing for 5 years. Then after that, you have to transition to another one, or depending on the contract type that you have, you either go back to your home country or you change your status and you are still here in America. Mhm. So they are just simple things we all have to be very conscious of. Sometimes they are not the big things, though. Are you aware? Sometimes it's not the big things that we have to be conscious of. It's the small things. It's the very little things. Paying attention on this platform, doing the things right, making sure that when I put any information there, you don't come back asking me for the same information. You are quick to think. You are quick to do things. You are quick to work around. If you cannot find anything, go to YouTube. Hey, YouTube, how do you do this? How do I do this? Or put it in Google, right? Some of the things I put here, just go back and put it in Google. Oh, Google, how do you apply to this school district? It will tell you, but people are not. They are not. Oh yeah, very tiny ones. They are not small. Very, very tiny ones. The tiny ones. The tiny ones are the things that are causing us all our trouble. Mm? The tiny ones, the little bits of it. Those are the ones that are messing us up. So today I just want to bring your mind back to it. Be conscious of these things. Be very, very conscious of these things. Let's all be conscious. Oh, Let us all be conscious of these things, and I believe at the appropriate time things will work out. All right, go on, start applying to FACES, start applying to EPI, start applying to TPG, start applying to Global Education, start applying to Jobs Connect, start applying to Green Hat, start applying to Educational Exchange, start applying to ITES. I'm mentioning them all. I'm mentioning them. So you have to be very quick. Eh? If you have been on this page for some time, you know ITES, you know EPI, you know FACES. FACES is not your face, it's not Facebook, it is FACES. FACES, FACES. And it's big letters or capital letters. Just put it faces.org, put it on your browser, you will see it. And start applying. You remember those check the send you and the write why is those one get you problems? I don't get the message. Sit. Maybe you want to bring it again, eh? I don't get the first message you sent. Those are the very little things. Be conscious. Prince yesterday gave us the insight again. I asked him whether it is a good thing to come here. He said yes, it is a good thing. So we got another endorsement. I am not saying it to you. He said, look, it is good. The place is good. For him, if you think it is not good for you, don't go and sit anywhere and say, we are saying people should come to America. No. If it's not good for you, sit in your village and eat your mother's food. Simple and short. Don't come and disturb anybody's peace here. Please. If you think and you know very well it is not good for you to travel, I can make it. I can make it in Nigeria. I can make it in Kano. I can make it in Kenya. And Nairobi is good. I can make it. Please stay there and make it. Me, I'm not forcing you. I cannot force you. I cannot tell you to come to America. No. If you are a teacher, please sit there and enjoy your your $200 a month, or even if it's $100. It's up to you. I don't care. Because at this moment, we cannot overemphasize the things that we are benefiting here enough. And you heard him. He said here teachers are taken seriously. At least the resources you need are provided. And as a teacher, you are regarded. You are in fact, you are not just any toy for them. No, your time is valued. So for every extra thing you do as a teacher, you get paid. He even went for orientation. They have to pay for that orientation week. Can you imagine? You have been to all the teacher upgrading and all the things. How much have they paid you? They say in-service training. You will go and you'll be fighting over $50. It's not even up to $50. Some of these money they share at those places in Ghana, for instance, they are not even up to 200 Ghana cedis. And you see teachers fighting over it, and you see teachers, oh my goodness. Here you go for professional trainings, and so long as it is paid. There are some that are part of, and those ones, they spread it all throughout the year that you have to complete it. But the ones that you go to sit and listen, my brother, it is paid. It is paid. The many certificates and experiences are to enlighten us on some of these things that we will rather hold on to trying to prove how big we can be. Yeah, very, very true, my brother. This is Prince Lai. Dogbe, good morning. Sid said the place is good for me. I need more information. Sid. Prince said go and make it to. Oh, Prince 50 Ghana, Yeah. Hey, Elisha, good morning. So we were just doing a recap of some of the things you mentioned. And I'm telling them that we are not forcing them to come. If they think the place is not good for them, they can stay back home and take their $200. Me, I don't. Hey, now. I don't care. The time of us trying to convince people is done and gone. If by now you have not seen enough evidence, almost the generation that was watching me from last year, everyone is almost here. Yeah, it's just that they have not come out yet. Trust me. Look, if I mention some of the names, you will be shocked. They are all here. Me myself, I'm like, you put all the way they watch me right now. You can't date America, eh? You all can date America now. See some names. If you guys are very smart, you heard that there's some names that you don't see them of late on the platform. Yeah, they are gone. They are gone. Only like 1% is still in Ghana, but they have just decided not to interact with the page. But trust me, 80% of those who are constant interactors on this page, every day, daily, you see them, daily, you meet them, you see their comments, you see their posts, and you see them supporting my page. Most of them are here now. So in the morning, you see, by now, they are going to school. So they cannot be on the page whilst I'm doing live. Yeah, that is it. And I'm like, I look at all the names, I'm like, all of you don't come. Hey. So if that is not even evidence enough. So Prince just came out yesterday and said, hey, I need to put this out there. Yes. Hey, you guys know Prince. He's been on this page. Kwame Elijah. He's been commenting on this page almost every now and then. So you saw him live in flesh and blood. And he came with Jobs Connect. The same Jobs Connect that some people wanted to murder me on. And they wanted to kill me on it. Hey. I mean, Jobs Connect, the way people wanted to kill me on it. Coded movement. Prince says coded movement. Oh, yeah. They've all moved. I cannot put their names out there unless they decided that, hey, let me come. Some of them, I mean, like Mr. Paul, for instance, I can mention his name. Half of Mr. Paul, they're now, what it means, nobody needs to be even scared of it. Mr. Paul is there, you guys know. He's always comes and he says, hey, Mr. O to the whole year. Yes, he's in America, chilling. He just came this year. And that is, I mean, you saw his comments right now, right? I highlighted his comments a few minutes ago. Yeah. And that is what he said. He said, you have to be very empathetic here. Something we never did back home. That is Mr. Pong. Mr. Pong to the whole Viase. You see, the rest, I don't want to even mention it. Abdul, good morning. Abdul is one of my ardent followers from Cameroon. He's here. He just came this year. He's also in Chicago, Illinois. He came this year. So we cannot keep like begging you, cajoling you, trying to pamper you with milk and honey. No. There's no milk and honey in this one. You now have to be conscious of your own situation and decide that, listen, I just want to have a taste of this thing that these guys have been talking about. Let me go ahead and have a taste of it. And that is what Prince said. You just come for 1 year. If it is not good for you, go back home. And I'm even saying that don't even come for 1 year. You just come for 3 months. If you think this place is not good for you, go back. You have to be conscious of your own personal situation in order to make certain decisions. That is it. No one must force you, no one can force you, and no one will force you. You understand? And as a human being, no one should force you. That is what you should know. Preparing for school, all the best. Yes, you should stay in they should stay in their comfort zone. Well, Elijah, we'll see you. And I'm also on the way to school. Prince, namesake. Yeah. Evokomla, good morning. Good morning to you. Prince, good morning. I'm doing good, as you can see. Abroad hard, home hard, choose your heart. That's it. Prince, that is all we keep saying. They will tell you, you see all the TikTokers, America hard. Go and see America. They don't show you those who are homeless. They don't show you the homeless. Me, I've done videos and I'm showing you people homeless places in Charlotte. Charlotte. We call it the 10th city. 10th city. Google 10th city in Charlotte, North Carolina. You see it. It's big. It's a big issue they are dealing with. You understand? No one is saying it is not, but we are saying that whoever is here and is telling you he's facing hardships and the things are so hard for him, it is the person's personal choice. Look, per what I have seen, my brothers and sisters, what I have seen is what I am testifying of. If an American is suffering, if an American is in shambles, trust me and remember, look, I can tell you for a fact, that person, there is something, because the systems that are here to help you are too much. Yeah, systems that have been consciously built to support. They've been consciously built to support everyone. If I want free food, I can get. If I want free breakfast, I can get. Look, at least you will be on the surface level. You'll be floating. So if you see somebody that is down bottom, then there is something wrong. You understand? That is all we are saying. And that's what Prince is saying. America had, Ghana had, choose your heart. Choose your heart that you want to be had. Yeah. Zacchaeus. Your name is very wonderful. Zacchaeus. Who gave you that name? Is it just a funny name or that is your real name? Zacchaeus. Wow. Okay, I've seen Bartholomew before. I've heard of Zerubbabel before. I've heard of Nebuchadnezzar before. Oh, yeah. I've heard all of them. So Zacchaeus is not. He said, do I have to get my transcript evaluation before I start? Yes. That is your ticket. That is your birth certificate. Your transcript evaluation is your passport to all these applications and everything that we talk about. They say, oh, shun them. They are making you talk too much. Some of us are ready to come. Well, I've stopped talking. I've tried my best, and I try my best not to. So if you want to come, come. And just as I used the former president Kufuor's statement yesterday, look at yourself, look at your situation, look at the life you are living, look at how hard or how soft the life is, and decide how you vote and decide how you live your life. So it is up to you. If you're not conscious of your own personal, Caleb, good morning. Joining for the first time, thank you. Where are you joining from, Caleb? Where are you joining from? Ghana? I guess. I don't know, but thank you for being here. You know, are you a teacher? If you're a teacher, let me know in the comment section. Say myself, due to one or two reasons, I have not been able to achieve my goal. But truth be told, your impact on me and the colleagues and other colleagues are immeasurable. May God continue to bless you. Thank you. May God continue to bless you as well, Ejanim. God bless you as well. Prince La says, we'll choose a hard, we resolve where the systems work. Well, it is up to you. Oh, Caleb from Cameroon. Wow. I have a lot of Cameroonian brothers and sisters. In fact, I am half Cameroon. I am half Cameroon. You know, those days back in Ghana, when people ask me, I say, I am an African. They ask me, where are you from? I say, I'm an African. How can you be in Ghana and be asking me where I am from? You know, they want to put you in tribes. They want to put you in groups and stereotype you. So they ask you, where are you from? So they want you to say, I'm from this tribe, or I'm from this tribe. Then they will start, you know, stereotyping and trying to do something in their mind. So if you ask me why, I say, I'm an African. Yeah, I come from everywhere in Africa, so take it like that. Then they'll get angry. So me, I'm half Cameroon, half Ghanaian. Officially for now, until I change it. If Botswana president decides to give me their passport, I say, I'm now a Botswana citizen. So, yeah, Kila, you are not a teacher. Wow. Thank you for being here anyway. You are not a teacher. Yeah, Abdul is a Cameroonian. Abdul came as a teacher to the US. He's a Cameroonian, and I have a lot of Cameroonian teachers here. A lot of them. And they are very good brothers and sisters to me. Yeah. Global citizen mindset, African and proud. Yeah, that is who I am. So guys, it's been a minute. We've spent a lot of time together this morning. I want to leave you so that I'll focus on the last part of my journey before I get to school. You know, Just be conscious. Please do your best to be conscious of the little things. The little ones are the ones that will cost you or make you who you are. Mhm. Let me take some few comments and I'll be out of here. Okay, I need the visa to drive Uber, taxis, or Lyft. Oh, you need visa, please sit. You don't need visa. Oh. You are already an American citizen. Every paint be paint, but Azar is positive exceptional. Let's follow positive blessings. Thank you so much, boss, for your unwavering support for people to achieve their goals. Well, I have done my part. I have said it. I am still pushing and I'm still doing my part. And I've heard content creators, I've heard Kojo Shedin talk about it. I've heard Kwame A Plus talk about it. That if they see people traveling, they will never block them. Yes, because they have tasted, they don't know how these places are. They have seen it. They've seen the systems. They've seen the system and they understand the situations here. No, you will not be sick and they will let you die. No, 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 no. They will treat you first. They will make sure you are alive first. That is their quest. So if you are not conscious of those things, well, you are not conscious of your kids. You are not conscious of your future. You are not conscious of how you live as a human being. Well, I can't be conscious for you. If you now will be conscious of it. Okay? And Estina says, I joined late. Yeah, Estina, but you can always watch. Thanks so much for sharing your time with us this morning. You are welcome, Prince. You are welcome, Prince La. You are welcome. I'll see you when I see you guys. Have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day. And stay out of trouble. Let this week be good for you. All right? We'll see each other again. Bye-bye.